Hey guys, this is Apple Gamer 24/7 and today I'm here to give you guys my review on the products I've received from Signet. I'll put their website link down below and as always two links to the individual products I'm reviewing. But I decided to make the review in one big video rather than just doing a four separate videos. So I'm going to combine all the reviews together in one video. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first case I'm reviewing today is the Apollo Hybrid case for the iPhone 4 and 4S. Now this is like a spec candy shell type of case, which it combines the silicone case and the hard style cases together, which is my favorite type of iPhone cases. As you guys may know, if you've been watching my videos for the last couple of years, you guys probably know I'm a big fan of any type of case that supports this kind of design. So let's start out with the pros and cons, because that's basically what I did for all my reviews, is make a pros and cons list because it's easier. So without any further ado, let's get started with the pros. So I do like the design. As you guys may know, I really do like the hybrid style case, which combines the silicone case with the hard style case. I really do like the design of that, and I really like how this looks on the white phone. The gray silicone and the contrast against the white looks downright gorgeous in person. It doesn't really look, you can't really tell the difference in video, but when you see it in person, it does look really nice. So I do like the design, and also the hard shell on the back protects this from absolutely everything in its path. I really do like the durability of this case. Also has some rubber on the bottom with the Signet logo for some extra protection, so when your phone is on the table it doesn't slide around too much, which is nice. And the volume rocker, or the sleep light switch, the silent switch I should say, is nice and it's easily accessible. You don't really need to stick your finger out too deep in there. It's pretty easy to get to. The volume rocker is very easy. I was kind of worried about this because it's not like an individual button, it's one big rocker. And I do have to say, after using it for about a week, it does feel really nice. Your headphone and microphone are exposed, which works with any type of headphones that are not curved. So even the Apple ones or any aux jacks are not too fat can fit through here, but from my experience, all my headphones seem to work. And the sleep break button is protected. And also you have a big cutout for your camera hole. So the design of the case really matches the design of the phone really well. It actually looks really sharp. Comes in some different colors. If you want to mix match your colors a little bit every month or every week, you can buy different color cases. I think it comes in a purple and a blue, I believe, but I'm not really too sure on that. So it comes in a few different colors. You can find that out on the Signet website. It's also impact resistant, so if you drop your phone, it's not going to break the hard shell case. That's one thing I hate about the spec candy shells, is because if you drop it from a certain height, it does break the back plate or the hard style covering. With this, I've dropped my phone so many times with this case on just to see if it actually worked, and it does actually work. So I'm really happy that this hard style case on the back really lives up to the expectations that Signet has provided on their packaging, which is impact resistant, which is a bonus. So if you're a person that drops their phone a lot, definitely check out this case. It's also scratch resistant. I had keys and a screwdriver in here the other day because I was helping my sister move, and as you can see, there's absolutely no scratches on the hard style back plate on this case. There's absolutely no scratches, so which is a huge plus for me because I don't like scratches on my phone or on my case. So this keeps the design of the iPhone really clean. It actually looks pretty perfect in my opinion if you have a perfect phone with a screen protector on it and everything, which does come with one, but I didn't apply it because you guys know how I am with screen protectors. I hate them immensely. It's also fingerprint resistant. As you can see, there's no fingerprints on this. Even when you hold it up to a bright light, which I have right in front of me, you don't see any scratches on it, which is a plus too. For fingerprints, which is nice. Also, the volume buttons work perfect, as I said. The volume buttons really work good, so if you're worried about the volume buttons not being accessible, they are. And this is by far my favorite case for the iPhone 4 and 4S. So I'll put the link for this down below. Definitely check this case out if you need a new case for your iPhone, or if you're just starting out. Definitely check this out, or if you're looking for something that replaces your spec candy shell but wants that same type of design, definitely check out the Apollo Hybrid. It's a really nice case. Alright guys, the next case I'm reviewing is the bubble case by Signet for the iPhone 4 and 4S, and if you guys are wondering how we got its name, because on the back, as you see, the case has a bubble effect, which actually looks pretty nice, but actually I think it looks better on the black iPhone because the white bubbles kind of blend in with the white phone, but on the black one it really stands out, which looks really sharp. So if you're in the black iPhone, I do recommend picking out this case because it does accent your phone really well. But since I had the Apollo Hybrid and the two iPad cases to review as well as this, I let my sister use this one because this is a relatively cheap starting out case, and my sister has a black iPhone 4 on AT&T, so she asked if she could test this case out, and I said, why not? So she wrote the list of pros and cons, and I'm just going to read what she said. There won't be too much for me to say about this case because I really haven't used it. So without any further ado, I'm going to read you guys what she said. So she said that it's durable. It's a durable case. My sister has 2 kids. I know because I went out with her a few times, and they throw her phone around, and they play with the phone, and they, hit it on the table as they're, playing like a racing game or something, or they go like this because they're just little kids and they don't know any better. And I do have to say this case held up the phone pretty nicely, more than I was expecting and more than she was expected. So my sister said this case was a really durable case to hang around with kids proof. So if you're worried about having little kids breaking your phone with this case on, don't worry about it. My sister has 2 little kids, so it's perfectly safe, and her phone just works as well as it did before. My sister said it also has a cool design because she really hasn't seen anything like the bubble case before, so she said it had a cool design, and I have to agree. And I do like that it has a cutout for the Apple logo, so you can see that right through your case. The only problem I do see is that it might have some flash issues, but she took some pictures of it, and she said there wasn't any flash issues, which is a bonus as well. She also has some cons. She can't use the aux jack that's in the car because the connector for it is a little fat, and this opening for the headphones jack doesn't allow for fatter headphone jacks or curved headphone jacks, so it doesn't really work that well for aux jack. That's something that she was complaining about. It's hard to get the case off. I do agree with that because it is a little bit hard. You have to sort of pry your fingernail, and then, sorry about Siri going off, but you sort of have to like pry your phone out with your fingernail, so it is a little bit hard to get your phone out, but once you get it out, it's pretty easy to get back in. You just sort of snap it into place, which I'm doing quickly. So just like that, it goes on pretty well. And it's not easy to turn off the volume buttons. I really haven't experienced this, so I don't really know, but so far I'm able to hit my volume buttons pretty well, but she said she couldn't. So I want to thank my sister for having to review this case for me, writing the pros and cons. So thank you, and we'll start off with the iPad cases. Alright guys, this is going to be my first iPad case review ever, so I'm really excited to review this case. Now the first case that I got from the 2 I received was this Lavish Earth case. Now what this is, it's a leather case and full style case for the new iPad, and also it's the iPad 2. So without any further ado, let's start with the pros and cons. So the first pro that I have is that if you look on the front of the case, so let me close this up here. You do see that it is leather. It's perfect leather. It looks really nice. And I thought I was not going to like the brown after a while, but it really grew on me. I really do like the brown. It also has the Signet logo down below in case you want to hold it. This is where I usually hold it if I'm like carrying it around the house or something. This is where I usually hold it from the Signet logo. So it actually does work quite well. I do like the leather feel. It also comes in a few other leather colors. You can get in black, this brown color, and I believe a purple, which is unique. So I've never seen that before, but should look nice. So the leather is a nice feature that I always like to have. Another thing that it has a built-in stand for watching movies or videos or whatever you can think of. It has a built-in stand, and also works pretty well for app reviews. And this is sort of like the typing mode. I can sort of live it up, and I can type an email or surf the web on this on my desk, which actually works quite well. So it has a built-in stand for watching movies and stuff. Also, as you guys heard before, this also has the same functionality as the smart cover does. So if you lift it open to unlock, and if I were to type in my passcode, and it turns off, so you probably can see that. So has the smart cover functionality, which I always look for in an iPad case because I like that feature. It fits a new iPad really well. I haven't really tested it out on an iPad 2 because I don't have one anymore, but I would expect to see this to have the same fit as the iPad 2. But it looks fine on the new iPad. The Velcro strap that this holds in on the right here actually is Velcro, so you don't have to worry about falling out or anything. Actually, is Velcro, so which is a nice bonus. So this is Velcro, so you don't have to worry about it. It's great for watching movies. This case is great for watching movies either on an airplane or on the couch or on the train or something. If you want to watch a movie, this case is perfect because of the built-in stand. And it also has the ability to sort of like do a total flip if you just want to use it as a actual tablet, because I know most cases in the Folio style don't allow you to do this quite well, but in this case it allows you to have a full tablet experience on your iPad, which is nice because I know a lot of cases don't do that. As far as cons, I really don't have any. I have not found a single flaw about this case. It's perfect anyway, and it is my new favorite case for the new iPad. So let me close this video out by reviewing the Canvas iPad case. So the final case I'm reviewing is the Alumni case by Signet. This is a canvas case. It actually looks really nice. So like I did with the Lavish Earth case, I just have some pros and cons, and I was really looking forward to reviewing this case and using it, and I found a lot of flaws that made me not want to use this case. It made me more go towards the Smart Cover or the Lavish Earth case. So I will explain that in this part of the review, but so far I had high hopes for this case, and it doesn't live up to my expectations, which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to using it. So without any further ado, let's get started with the pros. So I do have to say, I do love this canvas. It feels absolutely great in the hand if you're using your iPad, if you're watching a movie. You're not going to like drop it or anything. It feels really nice. It also has this leather bound spine right here. So if your iPad falls like this, it's not going to damage it anyway. And again, you can use the Signet logo on the bottom to hold it if you want to carry around it around the house or around school or wherever you're planning to go. It's a very lightweight. I was surprised on how lightweight this is. I thought this might make the new iPad a lot heavier, but actually makes it a lot lighter than I was used to. So I'm really liking how this makes the iPad weigh. It makes it actually feels pretty light. One of the cool features that I've never seen before is that this case has like a pocket. So if you have like business cards or note cards or something in there you want to keep in there, you can stick them in here, which is nice. Which is an added feature. And it also has the Smart Cover functionality. So if you want to open your iPad case up and use it, you can do that, or you can lift this up and it turns it on. So that's a nice feature that I'm always looking for in my iPad cases. So now we move on to the cons. Right off the bat, this is a case designed for the iPad 2. This is not redesigned in any way from the new iPad, and the way I know this is because of the way it felt. When I pick up a new iPad case to compare it to the old iPad cases, this one didn't have the thickness specifications that Apple has for their iPad, and the Lavish Earth case did. This is mainly designed for the iPad 2, but they advertise it that it can work with the new iPad. I really don't see it. I see this as a permanent iPad 2 case. This needs to be designed to be a little bit thicker, especially in the back, because my iPad does seem to be able to slip out. So it does seem like it's more designed for the iPad 2 more than the new iPad. The flap on the front, like you saw in the other case, this right here, doesn't protect the iPad that well. I found the iPad actually slipping out a few times, which made me very nervous when I was watching a movie on the couch because it could fall in the corners or break the glass. I was not really liking how this was secured by this pocket right here. So I have to to dig it out with your fingernail, and you have to stick it in this little pocket right here. I rather have it use Velcro, which is my next con. It needs some Velcro on it because it just keeps it so much secure, and I don't have to worry about my iPad falling out. As you can tell, it didn't unlock, even though I did it. So the magnets are very sensitive in here. It never usually works for me. So that's one thing I don't like, is that the magnets don't work all the time, and they're very sensitive. The cutouts for the dock connector and the volume controls and just everything else is just way too deep for the normal use, and it just doesn't work out that well. So their cutouts are too deep for the buttons. But I do have to say, on both cases, the cameras worked really well. There's no issues with the outline of the camera hole. There was none of that. So the cameras do work well on both cases. So yeah, guys, that was my review of the Signet products I received. I'll put all the links down below for each individual product in case you guys are looking to buy these. These are relatively good cases. My favorite two out of these are definitely the Lavish Earth and the Apollo Hybrid. They're my two favorite cases, and I should be looking for some more cases that beat these two cases so I can put these head to head against some other cases. So anyway, guys, hope you like my review, and I will see you guys in the next video.